Shalom, shalom, Yasharala. I want to start off first things first, giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Ra Kadash, which in the Petty Hubutan, as correct names of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to you sister brothers living this truth, and shalom to you brothers and sisters that's listening and studying to show yourselves approved. Shalom. What I noticed something, Yasharala, how you know Esau, Edom's kingdom is about to really go down, and we're on the eve of civil war, which will start Jacob's trouble. It's by disengaging the people. They're in open rebellion against Esau, Edom, so-called white man, system that's in place, because it's very oppressive. And it started out being oppressive to the children of Israel, but now it's gotten so bad it's even oppressive to your lower level Edomite, your everyday working white man. It's oppressive to them. So I got a series of clips where I'm going to show you that and let you know we're at the time where, civil war can kick off as less than 3 or 4 weeks. We could be looking at straight civil war. And when civil war breaks out, that will be the time of Jacob's trouble, where the children of Israel will be under extreme duress from Esau trying to do what they do best and unalive us. So I'm going to start out with 2nd Esdras 9:1. He says, he answered me then and said, measure the time diligently in itself. And then thou seest part of the signs past, which I've told thee before. And that's what we do as the prophets, man. We look into the world, we look at what's going on, and we measure the time diligently. And what I'm looking at, I'm seeing civil war brewing up. I'm seeing everybody rebel against Esau, like at a real high clip. So verse 2, it says, then shalt thou understand that it's the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So it's letting us know Yahweh Shah is about to come back. His glorious return is about to enter into this world. And you could tell that because everything is frantic right now. Everything is all the hatred. This place is like a boiling pot. When Yahweh Shah comes back, it's going to come back to chaos. The world's going to be in chaos. And Yahweh Shah going to get everything back right. And here's how we know. Verse 3 says, therefore, when there should be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. And that's a sign that I'm seeing right now, Yasha. I'm seeing uproars of the people at a major level. You got a lot of people on worker strike. You got Boeing. They still on strike. They just got a deal in place, but they supposed to sign it Wednesday. But I talked, because I know somebody who worked for Boeing, and he said most likely they're not going to sign that deal because that's not what they want. The company gave them like 35% beefed up the 401k, and that ain't what they want. They want their pension back, and they want 40%. So he's telling me that they're going to reject that deal. And that's Esau's aircraft in Babylon the Great. Boeing, that's like one of the biggest companies in Babylon the Great, and they're on strike. You got Amazon workers on strike at certain areas. They're on strike. And then I found out recently. Let's go to my page. Check this out, y'all. So I just found this out today that they on strike. The CVS workers are on strike in California. They're on strike. I noticed they're closing down buildings. Like CVS is shutting down. Walgreens is shutting down. I'm seeing that right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So a lot of prominent Walgreens are now shut down. So all these people that depend on these pharmaceuticals or their medicines, Esau about to put you in a bad way. And what he's going to do is you can't get that medicine unless you get the MOTB. That's how Esau going to play it. But yeah, they got, more than 7,000 CVS workers from 400 stores have been working without a union contract since July. Workers are underpaid. Yes, we are. Understaffed, and most can't afford the company's insurance plan. But union leaders say CVS is refusing to bargain in good faith. So they on strike. That's a form of rebellion. That's an uproar of the people. And there's major companies, and then they put a Band-Aid on that dock worker strike. That's not over with, Yasharala. They just put a Band-Aid to get them to come back so they can make their money. But they can quit working at any moment too. So that's the uproar of the people right there. They're on strike. They saying, you ain't paying enough. Like, you making all these billions and you giving us pennies on the dollar and we can't afford a living no more. The dollar crashing. And see, these devils are so out of tune with their system. They're not giving the people enough bread to survive. And if the bread ain't there, then the circus not gonna be there. And then with no bread and no circus, guess what? The people gonna pay attention then. They're gonna realize, like, you off, man. You got a lot of information being spread on TikTok. You know, people are listening to the prophets, watching, you know, our videos, and they're waking up to Esau, Edom's diabolical system, and they're rebelling. There's a lot of resistance. So I'm looking at Esau like, man, you got a whole lot on your hands right now. You got to pull up this MOTB, and it looks like you got to do it with force. Finesse game is over with. People becoming more aware, and they're becoming smarter because the truth is out. You know, and I'm gonna pull up another form of rebellion, that the people rebelling against the system, and they're starting to see what Esau is doing. Let's go get that. Put this on pause. Check this out, y'all, Charlotte. These dummies just not realizing Esau put poison in their food. And now that they realize it, now they're protesting, you know, big cereal companies, and they're protesting FDA. Hey, they on their heads, man. They got Karens on them. This ain't Jake doing this. This is Karen. So check it out.
Hey, Kellogg's. My mama don't like you, and she likes everyone.
See what happens when we use our voice. See what happens when we're brave.
In Europe, these guys require a label, but not here. When I am talking about this topic, some people love to push back. They say, do we really need more regulation? The FDA says these ingredients are harmless in small amounts. I would respond to that. Has the FDA or anyone completed a long-term study showing the cumulative effects of these small exposures? How can anybody claim that when you look around and you see what's going on? To me, all I see are the skyrocketing health concerns that clearly suggest the opposite. New chemicals should be proven safe before they're allowed into our food system, not after years of battling the damage they cause. To finish, I want to bring the focus back to today. We are doing what matters deeply here today. We're standing up for all of these kids' health, and all these kids here are going to be the future generation fighting this cause, which is what we need. It is actually very powerful what's going on today. Today's rally is not just about Kellogg's. It is about setting a new standard for health for our families in America. Together, we're sending a message loud and clear that our kids deserve better, and we won't stop fighting until they get it. Look at the power of one supermom. Look what she's done.
You see that? Those are Edomites, man. He said set a new standard. So what has happened is, now people are more aware of what's in their food. They now understand that their food is defiled. They do it. The pharmaceutical company is connected to the food company. They just put chemicals in the food to do what? Better control the people, dumb the public down. Now people starting to be aware that it's harming the children. No, I've never seen this many children that's autistic and got what's they call that? Cerebral palsy and Down syndrome. Man, it's an epidemic right now. Now people starting to realize, oh, it's the food. It's the food and this juice you giving out. So what are they doing? They're fighting back, protesting. And really what they need to do is just quit buying it. You know, that's all it takes. Somebody come with something else, and hey, man, it's going to really hurt their pockets. You know, so this thing could pick up some steam. We'll see what they do. But the people are fighting back. And there was Edomites out there. That was not Jake's, that's Esau doing that. And because of the increased awareness is why they're doing that. And little they know, the poison is in all the food. You get something out of Walmart, it's got poison in it. Straight up. And the Lord said that too. Let me go get this. But that's something that ain't getting mainstream media. People protesting against big corporations and FDA. They're not really talking about that like that. But that's happening. Because there's all kind of videos on there. You can watch it yourself. So I'm going to get this. This is Ezekiel 4:13. And it says, and the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles whither I should drive them. So All our food is defiled, man. We gotta give all praise and glory to Yahweh Shah for keeping us healthy and not, that's where all these little super cancers are coming from. All this diabetes, early stroke, early heart disease, it's all coming from this food, man. It's defiled. And the Lord said that we eat our food defiled among the Gentiles where he drove us at. Babylon, Great America. And these devils ain't got to put poison in the food. They just want to. That shows you Esau, Edom is the devil the Bible speaks of. And they do it because they making big money. Because once you eat this defiled food, you get sick. Then you go to the other industry, with the medical industry, where this devil further pumps more poison into you. So we have to be delivered out of this system. And these dummies, these people, they just not realizing the food is poison. These devils been doing it for a minute. We eating GMO food. They've been doing it for a minute, man. And these people just not catching on. And see, they're catching on now because the truth is out. Apostle Elders Ben said that long time ago. And to see what's happening is this right here. Go 2nd Esdras 6 and 28. And it reads, as for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome. That's what's about to happen. And the truth, which has been so long without fruit, shall be declared. Truth has been declared right now. You go on TikTok, man, it's like a trend to pull out all Esau's conspiracy theories and prove that they not just theories. It's facts. The devil really is that diabolical. And you got everybody on that plane now. Like, that's the new thing. Like, I used to be on that way back in my middle school days. They'll call you weird. Oh, you in conspiracy theories, you weird. Now it's trendy to be in conspiracy theories. And the thing about the theories is, most of them are facts. Esau really do get down like that. Hollywood has been exposed right now. The whole circus gonna collapse in a minute. People ain't worried about all that little foolishness, man. They barely putting food on the table. And it's because the divide is so big right now. These greedy corporations done taking all the money and they're only flipping the people a coin. So all the inflation done hit. Food is going up. Prices of housing, rent is going up. That's why you see mass homelessness. All that's going up except people's paychecks. And that's a false balance. And that's why the people are rebelling. So I'm looking at E like, that's how you know that the wisdom is coming out of the Esau. He don't even know how to rule no more. He don't even know how to give up enough bread to keep the law going. Now people doing studying. We have a thing called the internet now. You got social media, TikTok. Man, it's exposing Esau. YouTube exposing Esau. Odyssey, Rumble. People is on there. They learning, man. What's going on? Why is this happening? And don't let them come across our videos, because we straight going to Esau neck, man. And I'm just loving it. And I'm about to show, too, the ultimate system to keep people under control. The government, this political system, is now under attack and being exposed. And once people don't care about the political system no more, that's the start of civil war right there. Once people don't care about Republican and Democrat and about voting, and they don't care what the government say, we're going to go into 2nd Esdras chapter 15 territory. And it's happening already. We're seeing cracks of it. I'm about to play a clip to show you that the first people waking up is Jake. Jake's done had enough of the government system, the political system. Jake done like, man, you know what? I'm boycotting that stuff, man. It ain't helping me. It's stupid. Like, we're not our grandparents. We're not going to participate in that foolishness no more. So I'm going to show you. And y'all see a lot of Jakes waking up, man. I'll be on the YouTube, y'all, Strala, and I just see it. And I'm going to show you a little bit of it. So check it out.
It's so crazy how they gave everyone like this false sense of freedom, like especially in America, with this whole voting thing, like every 4 years. Like, it's really just like a false sense of freedom. Like, everything's already pre-written. Like, I hope you guys know that. And the majority of people in America don't even realize that everything is already pre-written. They already know who's going to be in office. They already know who's the next president. Like, everything is literally pre-written, and they've convinced y'all to, like, every 4 years, they convince y'all to literally line up and wait outside and literally wait in these long lines wrapped around the building to put your first name, last name, social, like all these, well, it might not be your social security, but like they put all your personal info on there. Basically, it's like you giving permission for them to rule over you. That's why I said I'm not voting no more. Like, the last time I voted it's probably like a couple years ago, but it really clicked in my head. I'm like, they're really just energy harvesting. Because it's like, you see all these politicians, like, they be coming in office, they don't change anything, literally. It's like a bunch of like, oh, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, we're gonna do this. But yet the economy is still really bad, and it's getting worse. Literally, like, every year it's getting worse. The gas prices, rent, they're still charging us for food, for water, vegetables. It's like everything is getting worse and worse and worse. But yet it's like y'all still giving them permission to rule over y'all.
Oh, shoot. You mean to tell me Eve got two brain cells coming together? Uh-oh. That's a sign of trouble, y'all swallow right there. You know, Eve like, I ain't doing the vote no more. She figured it out. It don't matter. Your vote don't matter. Electoral College puts people in the office. Like, the small hatters know who they want to be president. They go with the best puppet. Your vote don't matter. All you're doing is wasting your gas. And like I said, wasting your energy. And then really, it's really stupid because you're giving them the right to rob you when you vote. When you vote, yes, I want this person to rob me. Or no, I want this person to rob me. That's all it is. That's what I'm looking at the older people, my family, like, damn, y'all ain't figured this out yet? Your vote don't mean nothing. If anything, boycott it. Put pressure on them. Tell them I need this for the vote. They ain't got smart enough to even do that. But I know my generation has. Like, they had enough. And this how you know it's getting really bad, y'all, Australia. Like, they're struggling to sell this candidate so bad, and particularly Kamala Harris, because like everybody can see that she's straight hot garbage. That they brought Obama's whack butt out to try to, you know, spark some votes and some interest in her. And it was a big backlash on that dude, man. They told that dude, man, hey, you excommunicated from the black community, which he was never part of it anyway. Like, Jake is starting to like do their homework. Obama's a Hamite. He was never one of us. But now Jake is bringing that wrath to Barack Obama, anybody in politics. Like, Jake really is done with politics, you know. The ones that got a little sense about them. They're done with it. And I'm like, when people are done with politics, that's basically the government. That means Esau gonna have to come hard body at that point. Because they use the government to keep people, you know, off guard. Keep them in that strong delusion, should I say. You know, all that political stuff, arguing back and forth. I'm like, man, I figured that out a long time ago. The Republicans is Bloods to me. Democrats is Crips. They both gangsters. They both criminals. They do things differently, but they got the same cause, same boss. It's the small hatters, your ish people. That's what they answer to. So I'm not about to waste my gas. Plus, you know, I'm gonna get that before we watch another clip. Like, by law, we ain't supposed to be voting for nobody. You ain't gave me no Israelite. I'm at the point now, I don't give a damn if you bring an Israelite. I'm done with the political system. Like, it's really stupid. And it don't matter. You know, only prophecy matters. They're gonna do what the Most High told them to do. So this Deuteronomy 17 and 15. Thou shalt not any wise set a king over thee, whom the Lord thy Yahweh shall choose. One from among thy brethren, you got to be of my people, goddammit, shalt thou set king over thee. Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother. You hear that? And they said brother, brethren. So first of all, you need to be a man to be in leadership. So Kamala Harris is out. And then it said, of my people, my brethren, not a stranger. Trump is not an Israelite. So I cannot vote for Trump. I'll be going against the law. I think the only person we allowed to vote for is Cornel West. I don't know if he even still running, but I wouldn't even waste my time doing that. Because props are going to rain out. Whoever get in got to, you know, bring on the B system. So you just wasting a little bit of gas. You might get irritated at the polls. I'm not about to do that stupid stuff, man. I'm way past that. But even by law, she don't know it. But I said, Jake waking up to the truth. They might not all the way know it through the scriptures, but Jake is done with the political system. Because they've never given us an Israelite to vote for, at least not from the big parties, Republican, Democrat, that I know of, that made it to the primaries. Because Obama is not of us. He's a Hamite. And then they said Kamala Harris, her great-grandfather is an Edomite. So she's an Edomite too. So I ain't supposed to vote for them. So check out Jake's reaction, though. I've been watching a lot of videos of Jake's reaction to Obama's little whack butt trying to, guilt tripping the people to vote for Kamala Harris. And it was a backlash to that. So let's check that clip out. And I was like, fool, you should have shut your mouth. Like, Jake ain't as simple as they was before. And that's all credit go to Yahweh Bashmi Shah for raising up the prophets. And then there's all this truth we pushing out. The 2/3 are getting it, and they're not being as dumb as they was before. They're starting to get a clue as well. So let's check that out.
Now it's time for Lefties Losing It, and let's start with the many accents of Chameleon Kamala. She can go from Ivy League to the ghetto.
So, friends, 64 days. Let's just get through the next 64 days.
She's even pulled out a little Latino heat in recent weeks, but I believe this may be the first time she's tried a Jamaican accent.
Have you no empathy, man? For the suffering of other people. Have you no sense of purpose?
She's so authentic, so likable and confident. Of course, I jest. Now, Kamala has a man problem, and it's not just Doug, knock him out, Emhoff. No, he's not the only one causing her headaches. But the fact that so many American men, including black men, do not want to vote for her. Now, the reasons are numerous. They're real and valid reasons. But of course, the simplistic take is that these men must be sexist. Here is Barack Obama lecturing the brothers, as he calls them, on why they must back Kamala.
We have not yet seen the same kinds of energy and turnout in all quarters of our neighborhoods and communities as we saw when I was running. Now, I also want to say that seems to be more pronounced with the brothers.
He then went on to lecture them about why they must pick Kamala and why any reluctance must be due to what sexist, misogynist monsters they are.
You just aren't feeling the idea of having a woman as president. And you're coming up with other alternatives and other reasons for that. And so now you're thinking about sitting out or even supporting somebody who has a history of denigrating you because you think that's a sign of strength, because that's what being a man is, putting women down. That's not acceptable.
Now, that little rant inspired some feedback from members of the black community, male and female.
I want Barack Obama and every Democrat out there to know, you do not own black people. We are not slaves. Our chains are gone. We do not owe you anything, and we don't have to give you an account for how we choose to vote.
The Democrats then unleashed Barack Obama into the wild to shame us black men for not supporting Kamala Harris, despite the fact that she's yet to unveil any policies that represent our interests. But if it was a white politician shaming other white men for not voting based on identity politics, y'all will call him racist. Why is it okay for Barack Obama, Kamala Harris, and all these other people that supposedly look like me, why is it okay for them to get on TV and shame me for not voting for them simply because they look like me? That is racist, brother. I don't know how else to put it. That is racism. I don't have to vote for Kamala because she's quote-unquote black, just like I shouldn't have voted for yo because you got up there, you tap dance for the establishment, and you ain't do a goddamn for the black people that put you in office. You, brother.
You ain't did a thing for us in the 8 years that you was in the White House. And you think you gonna pop up during an election year and try to scold black men for not wanting to vote for your candidate? Have you lost mind?
I spent 7 years of my life fighting your administration, you and Biden, by the way, for my husband's military benefits. My daughter died because of Obamacare. I don't give a about you.
This message is for President Obama. First and foremost, you're not going to tell me what I'm going to do and what I'm not going to do. Number one, I ain't going to vote for Kamala Harris. I think that she's going to make a bad president. She's a bad vice president. Everything she does, she tries to politicize it, and she hasn't shown the fact that she wants to put America first ever. So I'm not voting for that individual.
What you thought you was doing, Barack Obama? Boy, you didn't step out there. All you did was black men off, bruh. All you did was black men off. Why y'all think the American people why y'all think the Democrat Party own black folk? The Democrat Party don't own black folks, bruh. What you thought you was doing with that? We see the play. We see the play. Kamala Harris is losing. She's not going to win.
The audacity of you to say to us that we are required and we better vote for Kamala Harris and that we don't want to see a woman in a position of power. You're a liar.
That's just a sample, folks. Plenty more where that came from. Now let's check in with the man who Kamala Harris handpicked as her running mate, Tim Walz. Here, Tim tries to reload a gun. This is the man they picked to inject masculinity and country vibes into the campaign. They set up this contrived hunt to showcase that masculinity and gun prowess. It's not working out too well there. That is just appalling stuff.
So you see that? They done lost the sway of 2/3 Jakes, the black people. 2/3. And now if the 2/3 ain't listening to you no more, that means Esau has lost his enchantments. So you got 2/3 Jakes rebelling, you got Edomites rebelling, and it shows that Esau cannot use that finesse game anymore. He's gonna have to come hard body. And what is the Lord doing? He's backing the elite Edomites in the corner. They're going to have to bring that sword out. That's what the Lord is doing. And I love what the Lord is doing, because once they bring that sword out, Yahushua going to break that sword using his battle axes, his men. That's what's about to happen. Because these Edomites don't want to bring the sword out, man. They want to use that finesse game. It's been working for the past 100 years. They're like, people, just do what we say. And the people like, I ain't doing what you say no more. We over here mourning. We doing bad. I don't give a damn. They talking about pulling their swords out. So it's looking like civil war is on deck real soon. And I'm looking at what the Lord is doing, from a spiritual standpoint. He's forcing Esau to bring that sword out. He's forcing it. And the reason he's forcing Esau to bring the sword out, because he's going to break it. He wants us to witness that. The Lord wants the hopeful elect to see Esau's sword get broken. And how he's going to do that, let's get it. Because we ready over here. We are ready. Because I'm like, bring the noise. Because this right here will show you how the Lord going to break Esau's sword. Because the Lord going to whip out his battle axe. And that battle axe is going to break the sword that he gave Esau Edom. And it's Jeremiah 51:20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee I will break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. So the Lord's military is about to come online. The 144,000, the saints, the brothers on down, that's about to come online. And it's going to come online when Esau whip that sword out. Now, when he whip that sword out, he going to be able to chew up on the 2/3. Because that's just, that's prophecy. The Lord got to purge out all these undesirables. Because you should know you're a Hebrew Israelite by now. You should know that much. So the Lord going to let Esau chew them up. But when Esau put that sword out and he wants to go at the hopeful elect, because that's who really Esau Edom is really mad at, us that keep the commandments and got the testimony of Yahushua Mashiach, then the Lord going to whip that battle axe out. What is the battle axe? The battle axe is the men of the Lord. The men you see prophesying this word on the highway and hedges, that's the Lord's battle axe. Lord willing, 'cause I want to be one really, really bad. I can't stand these Edomites. So Lord said right there, hey, peep the move, Yasharallah. He's forcing this devil to pull the sword out because he can't control the people with that sweet talk no more. That finesse game over with, man. Everybody's starting to look at all the Esau's, everything he done did. Matter of fact, we'll end off with that. Let's go to Habakkuk 2:16, because this devil he having his skirt pulled up. His foreskin getting pulled back, getting made naked. And everybody's saying that he is horrible. And check it out. This is Habakkuk 2:16. For thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand should be turned unto thee, and shameful spoon should be on thy glory. So how about to come put that foot up Esau's backside? And right now, this devil, everything he glory in is shameful spewing on it, man. The slavery, his money system, his economic system. Like everybody like, man, you got that by, by deceit, by bloodshed. So this devil can't glory in anything he's done no more. All of it is bad. This devil is shamed now at everything he's done. So now what's left is judgment for Esau. Matter of fact, I'm going to read that next verse too, because they turn up Lebanon right now. So this is Habakkuk 2:17. For the violence of Lebanon shall cover thee. Woo! That's happening right now, Yashrala. The Ogden putting in the comment board, they turned up the airports and the banks in Lebanon. It says, and the spoil of the beast, which made them afraid because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land of the city, and all that dwell therein. So Esau about to lose. He doesn't have control of the people like he used to. So he's going to have to step up with force, military might, which is the sword. The people going to fight back with their swords, the Edomites. Let's say we're looking at civil war. We're looking at civil war, Yashrala. Especially we only, 3 weeks away from the election, 2 or 3 weeks away. Like, watch for this to turn up. If it don't go the way these Edomites want it to go. And then the Lord about to come and clean all this mess up. He about to show Esau, Edom, the so-called white man who really run it. These elites are scared because they're losing their control. They used to be able to just put something on the news, on the narrative, and run it, and it worked. That 1-9 is done backfired against Esau. That was a very bad thing he did to the people. Now they're woken up and they don't want to listen to the government no more. Because you played them once before. So they don't want to listen. Now they picking the pieces up amongst themselves. And now they're starting to realize the government is wicked. It's evil. And they trying to build their courage up to do something about it. So you just see both sides jockeying for position. You see the government trying to tell people it's all good. Go vote, go do this. People like, man, I ain't doing that no more. Nope. Matter of fact, I ain't even going to work no more. Pay me some more money. How about that? I ain't working no more. I ain't about to be a wage slave no more. That's the people was telling Esau. So it's open rebellion to him. And the devil gonna come down with great wrath. He gonna get mad like, oh, you ain't working, you ain't doing this. Hey, UN troops, U.S. military, hey, man, run through them. Matter of fact, they just passed a law where the military can now use violent force against U.S. citizens. So it's about to get real ugly real soon, Yashrala. And we're all here for it because we want Esau to pull the sword out. We want Esau to show the world that he's a devil. We want that. Because once he pull that sword out, man, the Lord going to pull that battle axe out. Hey, Esau going to get, chewed up. So I'm anticipating this stuff, man. This got me excited, y'all. So I'm like, yes, let's go. Get the show on the road. I liked everybody's rebelling. About time you dummies woke up and realized this devil ain't all good. About time. So with that, Yashrala, I hope this is edifying. I want to say Kwam Yashrala, and stay locked in, because your house is quickly on the way. Shalom.